is the breeze. This is the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. On the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEÄ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEÄ Radio.
ỌDADEÄ Radio. ỌDADEÄ Radio.
Welcome to Friday morning. Welcome to Friday morning.
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
ỌDADEÄ Radio.
This is the breeze on ỌDADEÄ Radio.
assim, você ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200-092925.
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. ỌDADEƐ Radio.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
ỌDADEƐ Radio.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
you the best mix of music right here, right now.
ỌDADEƐ Radio.
This is the breeze. This is the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Welcome to Friday morning.
Long time me a sit down, long time me a wait. A full time now you fi knock on me gate. I want you today and not tomorrow. I want you today and not tomorrow. A long time me a wait and me want you fi good, fi good, fi good, fi good. Girl, I love you still as I was.
I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh, girl. I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh, girl. Girl, I want you back down, back for good, and I want you, oh, back for good. Whatever went wrong, I will make it right. Oh, whatever went wrong, I will make it right. Oh, what else can I say? Oh, babe, I'm sorry. What else can I do? Oh, forgive and forget. You take me back for good. Back for good. 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 Take me back for good. I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh, girl. I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh, girl. Girl, I want you back now. Girl, I want you. Oh.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
I will make it right.
ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Whatever went wrong, I will make it right. Oh, what else can I say? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. What else can I do? Oh, forgive and forget. You take me back for good. Back for good. Take me back
bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Welcome to Friday morning.
This is The Breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on The Breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Long time me a wait, a full time now you fi knock on me gate. I want you today and not tomorrow. I want you today and not tomorrow. A long time me a wait and me want you fi good, fi good, fi good, fi good. Girl, I love you still as I was.
I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh, girl. I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh, girl. Girl, I want you back down, back for good, and I want you. Oh,
What a wonderful way to begin the Friday morning. Breezing into the weekend is what we're talking about. And we're certainly back for good, back for action, back for excitement. Back to breeze you into the weekend. Live here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. Via the Zeno FM radio app. And of course, we are as well live on ỌDADEƐ radio app. So very good morning and thank you so much for joining me and the rest of the crew. It's the freaky, fantastic Freestyle Friday edition of The Breeze. Kindly forgive me for the little harsh in my voice. But of course, we're certainly back for good and doing all that you want on your radio on The Breeze. In the meantime, enjoying some great Ghanaian highlight songs that we are in the Ghana month. In the background, music from Daddy Lumba. Before this, we heard music from Abrantier Amachi Dede. And for starters was the legend Kojo Entry. And there's still more Ghanaian songs to enjoy here on The Breeze on a freaky, fantastic Freestyle Friday morning, waning into the afternoon right here on The Breeze. So on behalf of the executive producer, Mr. Johnny Adofenin, aka ỌDADEƐ Zonda, my name is DJ Yus. I welcome you to The Breeze. It's Friday.
You are live on The Breeze, on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
So as we're celebrating Ghana month, of course, we're throwing back and reflecting on our heritage, our rich culture, our rich Ghanaian music, our rich Ghanaian heritage, our food, our tourism site and all that. As we're celebrating Ghana month, this month, Independence Day will be on Monday. And a lot of activities to mark Ghana month this whole month of March. And here on ỌDADEƐ Radio, of course, there's going to be a lot of Ghanaian music, throwing back into some great Ghanaian highlight music all day, all night, here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. Don't forget we are as well live on our YouTube channel on ỌDADEƐ Radio. Of course, we are live on our Facebook channel as well. It's ỌDADEƐ Radio Ghana. Live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on the Zeno FM radio app. We are as well live on the ỌDADEƐ Radio app. ỌDADEƐ Radio, shine at the light. So coming up shortly, I'll be sharing with you my words of inspiration this morning. And then our Preseki Street Quiz will also be on. And then I'll be checking into some of the news items making headlines. Some stories making headlines on some news portals, some news items trending for today, Friday. We'll be checking it all out right here on The Breeze. And then at the top of the hour 11, we'll be jumping into our big conversation this morning on The Breeze chat. So as we're celebrating Ghana month, and I believe that as we're looking at back into our rich Ghanaian heritage, our rich tourism sites, some of the things we all need to make time to pay attention and visit. So this morning I'll be joined by ỌDADEɛ Georgia and Nkrumah Ansre of the 1996 year group. He is the regional director of the Ghana Tourism Authority Tema region. And we'll be looking at all the tourism attractions scattered all over Ghana and how we can make it more attractive to Ghanaians to visit some of these sites. Maybe during the Ghana month, you can make time with your family and friends to visit most of these sites. We'll be throwing more highlight into some of these sites just to bring some attention and to make it more attractive for Ghanaians and some other tourists to make sure they visit Ghana and our interesting and attractive tourism sites. So that big conversation is coming up at the top of the hour 11.
I can't stand to lose you to someone else.
Make sure you don't miss that after I get to sit with ỌDADEɛ George Nkrumah, answer of the 1996 year group. He is the regional director of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Tema Region, joining us live in studio, making the tourism industry attractive here in Ghana. There's a little bit more talk about how to make our tourism site here in the Greater Accra region and elsewhere in Ghana much more attractive. So what are we doing? What is the Ghana Tourism Authority doing in terms of making all those sites attractive? And that's what we're having a big conversation on at the top of the hour 11. So please make sure you stay tuned and join us in that conversation. If you have any comment or thought you'd like to bring ahead of time, as welcome on 02000 92925. My name is DJ Hughes. Once again, I welcome you to the breeze on a freaky fantastic Friday morning. Just excuse me and pardon me for the harsh in my voice. Work still need to go on.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
So time to share some words of inspiration with you, and then we'll jump to our Presec History quiz for this morning, and then we'll follow it up with some news trends trending on some social media handles and some news websites, as well as ОДАДЕЭ.net website as well, what is trending there. We'll get to check them all out. We'll also have some birthday shout-outs to all those celebrating their birthdays today, Friday, 3rd of March 2023. So if you know someone who is celebrating his or her birthday today, make sure you send that birthday shout-out to our WhatsApp handle at 02000 92925. On Instagram and on Twitter is at ỌDADEƐ Radio.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
So this morning I'm talking to you about put your imagination into action. So if you knew how close you are to making progress, you'd keep up the effort, but you don't know, and that can be discouraging sometimes. So if you knew how close you are to making progress, you would keep up the effort and step up a little bit more. If you knew how you are making progress towards achieving something for yourself in life. But, well, if you don't know, it sometimes tends to be disencouraging. But you can, however, do another powerful thing. You can imagine with the power of your imagination. Imagine that a breakthrough is just a few minutes away from you. Imagine you have reached the goal and are filled with gratitude for your own persistence. Imagine then, put that imagination into action. Imagine, and what you imagine will energize and drive you to make it real. So transform the negative energy of doubt into the positive energy of action and achievement. Imagine in detail your desired outcome and let yourself be inspired by it. Remember, there is power in your thoughts. There is power in your imagination. Make use of that power to bring about the breakthroughs and the results that you seek. Once again, remember, there is power in your thoughts. Make use of that power to bring about the breakthroughs and the results that you always seek. So I will urge you to use the power of your imagination to at least encourage yourself on. I don't know what you might be going through. It might be difficult or challenging moments in your life as I speak to you right now. But just put the power of your imagination into action. You can, however, do another powerful thing by imagining all that you wish for yourself. Imagine that breakthrough is just a few minutes away from you. Imagine you have reached the goal and are filled with gratitude of your own persistence. So just put your power of your imagination into action. Imagine, keep on imagining. And what you imagine will energize and drive you to make it real. Once again, I will emphasize that there is power in your thoughts, there is power in your imagination. So make use of that power to bring about the breakthrough and the results that you seek for your life. It is my words of inspiration for you. Put your imaginations into action. It's here on the breeze, inspiring ourselves on this Friday morning, 3rd of March 2023. We're still in Ghana month, and I believe that you are putting all that action into thoughts. You are putting all that imagination into your thoughts and putting it into action. As we're celebrating Ghana month, go out there in your Ghanaian clothing and continue to enjoy your Ghanaian foods. Continue to enjoy the great heritage that we have, our great religion and culture, and make time to visit our tourism sites. We're talking a bit more on that at the top of the hour 11 on the breeze chat this morning.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925. ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
So still to come, we'll have some of the news items trending on some various news items to share with you. But as Presec celebrated 35th anniversary, we're still in the Presec history quiz. So this morning and for this week, we'll be asking, Clark House had back-to-back senior prophets in the late 1970s. Who were these gentlemen and which years were they? Clark House had back-to-back senior prophets in the late 1970s. Who were these gentlemen and which years were they? So your right answers can be sent in through our WhatsApp platform on 02092925. Don't forget you stand a chance of winning something wonderful from ỌDADEƐ Radio as part of Presec 5th anniversary. Each and every week we are putting up our Presec history quiz just to remind ourselves of our history. Every week we've asked questions. So this week and this morning, our question of the week is: Clark House had back-to-back senior prefects in the late 1970s. Who were these gentlemen and which years? Please continue to share your answers on our WhatsApp dashboard on 02000 92925 or on our Instagram and on Twitter at @ОДАДЕЕ Radio. You can as well post your answers on our live YouTube channel chat or post them on our Facebook comment section at @ОДАDЕЕ Radio Ghana. So I'll be giving out the question or the answer to this question for the week at the tail end of the show this morning. And those of you who've gotten it right will also mention your names right here on the breeze. All right, so let me jump into a spot of music. When I return, we've got the birthday shoutouts coming up as well. Some of the news items trending. And at the top of the hour, we have the Breeze Chat coming up. Throwing back with this one from the Ramblings International Band. This is Ahomkawomo. Ahomkawom.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Ake akmene wasem liye pichon. Anyway, I just shall come up. Ake akmene vene na wape. Yeah, I'm on Bonnie Fante Meka or Jenny. When any, I won't go more, papa. Yeah, I'm on Bonnie Fante Meka or Jenny. When any, I won't go more, papa. Shelling come up, ake akbene fene na wape. Anyway, chilashimo, ake wanini agbe yole kolo. Yeah, I'm on Bonnie Fante Meka or Jenny. When any, I won't go more, papa. Yeah, I'm on Bonnie Fante Meka or Jenny. When any.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Kafutu sama, awufodi mayen. Wakansa wasem, kama pe wasem. Ekrema boni na yonkudo dwase. Sanya mai, saudi babira, ensi wiye. Enunji ye moye niwa, mfampe pebi kofie. Ngosha wana nunyam, nadana nyinei. Wangwani da swara niye. Na se kopasa ya na ye kobrewo na ye so pafini nama. Ye kwa na ye kanseni. Na ye kanseni. Na se kopasa ya na ye kobrewo na ye so pafini nama. Ye kwa na ye kanseni. Na ye kanseni.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Kafutu sama, awufodi mayen. Wakansa wasem, kama pe wasem. Ekrema boni na yonkodo dose. Sanya mai, saudi babira, ensi wiye. Enunji moye niwa, mfampe pebi kofie. Mkosha wana nonyam, nadana nyinei. Wangwani da swara niye. Na se kopasa ya na ye kobrewo na ye so pafini nama. Ye kwa na ye kanseni. Na ye kanseni. Na se kopasa ya na ye kobrewo na ye so pafini nama. Ye kwa na ye kanseni. Na ye kanseni.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
All right, so we're still in the Ghana month, and of course, we're celebrating our rich Ghanaian music here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. We need to continue to also enjoy our rich Ghanaian dishes wherever you find yourself. Let's reflect on our heritage, our cultural experiences, and all that as we mark our Ghana month this whole month of March. Independence Day will be on the 6th of March on Monday. Let's throw into all the various tourism sites in Ghana. I will encourage you to do that this month. So at the top of the hour in 11, we're having a brief chat, and our conversation will revolve around our tourism sites and all that we're doing to make it attractive, and also encourage ourselves as Ghanaians and other nationals to visit most of this fine tourism sites we have in Ghana. I'm going to be joined by ỌDADEƐ Georgia Nkrumah Answer of 1996 year group. He is the regional director of the Ghana Tourism Authority Tema region. So he's coming up at the top of the hour 11. Back-to-back music from the Ramblers International Band, bringing time 48 minutes after 10. In the meantime, my birthday shout-outs here. This one going out to ỌDADEƐ Yao Odei Benefo. You celebrate your birthday today. Happy birthday going out to ỌDADEɛ Yao Odei Benefo. Not forgetting Kwame Brenya, it's your birthday as well today. And also going out to Emmanuel Anum. Happy birthday going out to ỌDADEɛ Oswald Amponsa. And also going out to Frederick Naughty. You all celebrating your birthdays today. Happy birthday going out to you guys. We hope you enjoy your birthday celebrations. And a belated birthday wish going out to ỌDADEɛ George Dove of the 1986 year group. You celebrated your birthday 2 days ago. So, well, if you know someone who is celebrating his or her birthday today, remember to send that birthday shout-outs to us here on ỌDADEɛ Radio. And I will definitely shine the light for you on that birthday celebrant. It is 02000 92925. Or you can drop your birthday comment on our Facebook at ỌDADEɛ Radio Ghana. Also on our YouTube live stream channel, you can as well send your birthday shoutouts there as well, and we'll shine the light on that birthday celebrant for you here on ỌDADEɛ Radio. WhatsApp is 02000 92925. So time to check out on some news items making news headlines for today. And on the ỌDADEɛ Presec Alumni Facebook page, Presbyterian Church Support Science Lab Project at Presec. The Presbyterian Church of Ghana, PCG, has presented a check of 300,000 Ghana cedis to the Presbyterian Boys Senior High School Presec, Legon in Accra, in support of 3 science laboratory projects in the school. At a ceremony held in Accra on Wednesday, 1st March 2023, at the head office of the PCG to present the check to the headmaster of the school, Mr. David Ojija, the moderator of the General Assembly of the PCG, Right Reverend Professor Joseph Obrieboa Mante, reiterated the church commitment to its educational institutions and said that other institutions of the church have received similar support. He also promised that others would also receive similar financial support in due course. Right Reverend Professor Mante said Presec is currently one of the best SHS schools in the country. Therefore, everything possible will be done to continue to improve upon academic standards. He therefore urged the headmaster and staff of the school not to rest on their oars but work hard at all times to stay at the top. The headmaster of the school, Mr. David Ojija, thanked the church of the donation and promised to use it for the intended purpose. The headmaster of the school was very thankful to the PCG. Presec is the only school in Ghana to win the National Science and Maths Quiz competition 7 times. Present at the ceremony were Reverend Dr. Godwin Ninoy Odonko, clerk of the General Assembly of the PCG, and the General Manager of the Presbyterian Schools, who doubled as the Director of Education at the head office of the PCG. So that's a worthy cause that has been given out to the Presbyterian Boys Senior High School Presec, Legon, at the ceremony which was held on Wednesday, 1st March 2023. 300,000 cedis to Presec, Legon, to support the 3 science laboratory projects currently underway in the school. Well done, and of course, we say a big ayiko to the Presbyterian Church of Ghana (PCG) for this big donation. So to some other news items also trending on Ghana Web this morning. Their big banner story says security man charged with attempted murder, robbery escaped from police custody. It's their big banner story this morning here. And also a PhD holder at 30, University of Ghana Vice Chancellor at 39. The story of Professor Alexander Kwapon is on the Ghana Web this morning. And here is the ultra-modern Kumasi Mosque, solely financed by Baomia. There's a picture of it as well. And actions speak louder than words. Return your ex-gratia to convince us to ex-President Mahama. And in business, reduction in fuel prices, a leap of relief for road users. Gabriel Ochidakon here on the Ghana Web. And also in sports, 5 returnees to expect in Q-Suiting's Black Star squad for Angola. And also on the Ghana Web, over 250 motorbike riders busted for jumping red lights. And in some entertainment news, I will repeat it any day. I don't regret it. Nana Abba and Amore encounter with Twitter troll. It's on the Ghana Web. And of course, Anama McBrown gift daughter old shoes to neighborhood gifts. And on to Ghana Web this morning, their big banner story headline: Ghana Traditional Council resolves to vehemently oppose Kayaye Hostel. NDC will scrap payment of ex-gratia Mahama, and also National Security Minister slapped with 50k cedis penalty by Right to Information Commission. Not even Speaker can disallow government business in Parliament. Majority Leader on minority objection to ECCI. And Otunfor entreats MPP to choose a flag bearer who will be accepted as president. And then Right to Information Commission fines a land commission 100k Ghana cedis. And in sports, gunman Trenton Messi shoot up family-owned supermarkets. In entertainment, Yapono reveals why he didn't turn up at Chatawale's Freedom concerts. In business, first round right of 57% of Ghana's bond value amid debt restructuring. It's all on the Ghana Web this morning.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Your comments and thoughts are welcome on 02092925. Zero 2,0092925. Share your thoughts and comment on some of the stories. And some trends, and to some trends on social media, of course, on Twitter this morning. So hashtag Sugar Titi is trending on Twitter this morning, and it's all about this American poster solicits support for live broadcast of match with Sugar Titi. Is also trending. Of course, Sami Jemfi is also trending with about 1,314 tweets on Twitter. this morning. And as well, Layla is also trending. We have hashtag Ajia for real. It's also trending with about 1,285 tweets on Twitter. So that'll be it for our trends, our news trends this morning here on The Breeze. Once again, I'd like to remind you of our Presec History quiz for this morning. Keep sending your right answers, and of course, you stand a chance of winning something from ỌDADEƐ Radio. The question of the history quiz this morning, and we've been asking this all week. Clark House had back-to-back senior prefects in the late 1970s. Who were these gentlemen and which years? So we've been asking this from Monday all through to today, Friday. If you know the answer to this history quiz, send the right answers to our Facebook page, or you can put your comments on our comment section or on our YouTube channel live chat. Also on our WhatsApp on 02000 92925. Presec is 85 years. And our history quiz for this morning, and of course all week, this day is Clark House had a back-to-back senior prefect in the late 1970s. It means that they had a school prefect back-to-back in the 1970s. Who were these gentlemen? Do you remember them? Do you know their names? And which years were they? Right answers are welcome on our social media handles on WhatsApp on 02000 92925. At the tail end of the program, I'll give out the right answers to our history quiz for this week. And next week when we come back, we have another set of questions for our Presec history quiz. So please stay tuned. Coming up, we have our break conversation coming up this morning with ỌDADEƐ George Nkrumah, answer of the 1996 year group. He's already seated. Making the tourism industry attractive in Ghana. We are in our Heritage Month, Ghana Month. So throwing a big spotlight into some of our tourism sites we can visit as marking our Ghana Month this whole month. We'll be talking extensively into all that coming up on our Breeze Chat shortly. I'm taking a very quick commercial break. When I return, we'll come your way with the Breeze Chat. Please stay tuned.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
What am I going to do about all these printing and branding needs at hand?
Ya bro nie jawa bro for sem no. Mami adu twumwa nie me chiro fake. Me call no original. E ba the printing some dia eye souvenirs and more. Corporate printing. To say crystal plaques, flyers, call cards, mufflers, ties, pen drives, wristbands, dog tags, t-shirts, lapel pins, exercise boots, key holders, mugs, invitation cards, handkerchiefs, calendars, scarf, tight cards, banners, name tag, what a shock, posters, rosette, brochure from Wadade for you so 02333 29333 and I say 0575 329 333. Shusha mwachira kwa wo Accra New Town, La Paz Station wo. And I say Abefontein time www.souvenirsandmall.com.
Agriculture plays a crucial role to our country's development with a huge contribution to Ghana's GDP whilst providing for our food needs at the same time.
They should know that agric is the backbone of every country. Honestly, you began by giving us the percentages, but it used to be 70% that the agric contributes to the economy. It's because of certain lapses that has made a figure decline.
I don't know why they see farming as a bad occupation, because in other developed countries, they take agric very seriously and they make a lot of money out of farming. They use a lot of modern technology to improve their yield, but over here, we only see it as the use of certain man-made or small implements such as cutlass and hoe, which don't really do much. If you want to go into mass production, which will bring you a lot of money, you use a lot of modern technology that will help improve the yield.
Time to put the spotlight on agriculture value chain in Ghana on Agric Panorama on ỌDADEƐ Radio. Agric Panorama is a radio program that is aimed at creating a unique platform for all farmers, traders, processors, transporters, wholesalers, and all other actors within the agric value chain. Agric experts, policymakers, students in agriculture, and other stakeholders as they participate in a panel discussion to unravel all that matters to improve agriculture and agribusiness sector, which is the backbone of Ghana's economy.
It's beneficial to the country in the sense that the non-companies in this country, the products these companies bring out are from agric, or the raw products are from agric, which has been processed into finished goods.
With agric, as I was coming, I wanted to do biology, but my grandfather was the person who told me that, why don't you try agriculture? Because I'm a farmer, and look at where I am. So you can also try agriculture, and then you can see how far you go.
Agric Panorama will be broadcast live from the studios of ỌDADEƐ Radio online every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You can listen and contribute to this program via the Zeno FM radio app or ỌDADEƐ Radio app from the Google Play Store or App Store. Also watch it live on YouTube or Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio or ỌDADEƐ Radio Ghana. ỌDADEƐ Radio, shine the light.
The Education Standpoint is a radio program only on ỌDADEƐ Radio. The program intends to bring together all stakeholders in the education spectrum of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School to a live studio discussion on all the topical issues in education and help put to proper perspective the views from standpoint of all stakeholders. The Education Standpoint will also help guide the school and create a better understanding for administration, students, teachers, parents, the church, and the alumni. Tune in to Education Standpoint exclusively on ỌDADEƐ Radio online Thursdays 2 to 4 p.m. and a repeat broadcast on Saturdays at 9 a.m. I am Reverend Emmanuel Ambrose Asamoah, an ỌDADEƐ former teacher, former student, educationist, counselor, and will be your host on the Education Standpoint. Please do make a date with me.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
So, well, in the background, enjoying some rhythms from E.T. Mensah, the good old E.T. Mensah. Don't forget, we're still in Ghana month. Our heritage, our rich culture is being exhibited and experienced and felt all over the country as we are in Ghana month. 6th of March will be Ghana's 66th Independence Day celebrations. This morning, we are going to be having a conversation on the Breeze Chat segment as we are on now with one of our own, is ỌDADEƐ George Nkrumah Ansre. He is of the 1996 year group. He is the regional director of the Ghana Tourism Authority in the Tema region. In fact, at a very short notice, I reached out to him, and he's been so kind to join us and also come and tell us a bit more as to what we need to be doing to make our tourism sites attractive, and everything that we also need to do to keep our tourism industry booming, especially as we are in Ghana month celebrating our heritage. So tourism, as we all know, is a key economic driver in Ghana's in Ghana right now. It generates foreign exchange earnings to the country, creates jobs, wealth, as well as stimulates other sectors of the economy. Tourism is a key factor in our growth as Ghanaians. It's economic driver in Ghana, which generates foreign exchange, like I did say. It also creates jobs, wealth, as well as stimulates other sectors of the economy. Tourism is currently the 4th largest source of foreign exchange earnings to our country, and we as Ghanaians have a strong role to play in terms of making our tourism sites much more attractive, and also to make it more attractive to other foreign nationals. This morning we are here to talk a bit more about it. Let me welcome my guest to the studio. Good morning, sir, and welcome.
Thank you.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing good. And you?
And I'm also doing good. I'm fine. We give thanks to God for a new day.
Thank you.
I like your smoke. It's very colorful.
Yes.
Yes, I know you're celebrating Ghana, and it's really beautiful.
Yes, we are wearing what we do ourselves.
Okay.
I'm Ashanti.
Okay.
But this is from the north.
This is for the north. Okay.
But that is what's beautiful.
Okay.
It's cross-cultural.
Cross-cultural.
And then,
so if you are from Ashanti, you can wear something from the north. If you are from the western, you can wear something from Ashanti.
Yes. You can wear kente from. If you are from the north, you can wear kente.
Okay.
And then we in the west, we also kente. In fact, we are just fighting over it. Who started first? But we all do it together.
That's very, very beautiful. That's very, very beautiful. So I believe that there is a lot that is being done to at least boost push our Ghanaians' interest in wearing our own clothes that we produce and eating our own food in this time. Is there something that is in motion at the moment?
Yes. This thing started even quite before even the COVID pandemic.
We
came up with the policy, Ghana Tourism Authority, Ministry of Tourism,
yes,
and then related agencies came up with the policy, wear Ghana, eat Ghana, see Ghana,
see Ghana,
travel Ghana.
Okay.
This was a domestic tourism approach or promotion. We believe that for sustainability's sake, we ourselves can do the tourism ourselves here and do not necessarily have to depend on the foreign visitors to do it. They also bring in their share, but first and foremost, we think that Ghanaians, sometimes we travel a lot, but we do not have in mind that we are doing domestic tourism.
Okay.
One of them is like funeral tourism.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of people
so
travel.
Funeral also form part of our tourism
because
aspect.
I'm sure there are so many places you have seen because of
funerals. Yes. Sometimes you need to travel all the way to a place just to see a friend to a funeral.
Yes. And then when you go, definitely not as every time you are lucky to get the house of the host to stay.
Okay.
Sometimes you sleep in a guest house. You buy food.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the transportation you went with. So it's crisscrossing, like living something in the local economy as well.
Okay.
And in Ghana, one thing, the beautiful thing is that most of our attraction sites are also located in the remote or what we will call as poor areas.
Okay.
That is where the attraction sites are located. If you talk about, say, Mole, you talk about, say, Adan, look at the estuary and those ones, people troop in over the weekends during the week for conferencing and domestic. The people there get jobs. Apart from those who are directly employed, if they will buy ingredients for the food that they have to prepare, most of it are bought from the local economy. So tourism also serves as a major market for the very things we produce. And if they are there, in fact, you will not appreciate it until, let's say, a major hotel is located at a place, and when it closes down, then you realize that it will be a big hit. Because if it's employing 50 people and it's paying them, say, 200 cedis a month, the 50 people, maybe they also have about 2 dependents who depend on them for their source of livelihood. So the multiply effect, and they also buy from the market, they also trade in activities, and so the multiply effect is endless. That is why we have been saying that tourism is in fact a better tool for poverty alleviation. Because it's able to employ the highly skilled labor, medium or middle level, and a lot of untrained skill. Because if you want somebody you employ somebody that's a cleaner, the same day you can train the person, and the person can start working. So it helps, and it's quick and it's faster, and then the effect is more felt directly in the economy. Unlike, say, cocoa, where maybe to go to Bank of Ghana directly, tourism, the income actually steps into the economy straight away. Because when you buy from the water seller, you are leaving money there.
Or when you go to the hotel and you spend some money there.
You are leaving money there. If you decide to use a taxi or a public transport, the money goes into the economy direct. If you go to buy things from Agboloshi to come and cook and clean it up and come and cook at the hotel. I mean, I can tell you, most of the big hotels you see in Accra here and those ones, they go to Agboloshi early in the morning.
Early in the mornings to get their foodstuffs.
And go and pick their foodstuffs and wash them. And then it's presented to you nicely.
In the hotel.
In the hotel. In the restaurant. The entertainment centers. The talk about the various sports. Talk about the various chobas. These days, people prefer local dishes too. It's in very good demand. I mean, people eating banku and okro, going for their fufu, going for their TZ, which is one of my favorites. So it's interesting.
I see. That's interesting to know. One thing I'm skipping before we seriously get into our conversation, per our tradition, anytime we have another day in the house, we try to find out how your school days experience was. You left Presec in 1996.
Yes.
And which house were you?
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa house. Oh, okay. So we have a Kwanzaa house boy in the house. Did you have a nickname back then?
I didn't let it stick, but somehow they tried to give me one. But
they tried to give you a nickname.
Yeah.
But it didn't stick.
It didn't stick because I was actually playing around it. You know, another way of rejecting nickname is don't fight back. When the person says it, then you just start, then you go.
So gradually faded away.
It faded away.
What was the name?
Mankaba.
Wow.
You know, there was a former assistant headmaster called Mr. Manka.
He was at the time.
At the time, he was teaching government. And then most of the times when he cannot come, I will take over the class, like handle past questions with my colleagues. Those ones at that time. And it was very nice to me, so they decided to say like Manka's son.
Manka's son, Mr. Mankaba. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. And so, who are some of your mates? If you can recount.
Yes, we were in the same year with Brian. Brian Champon.
Brian Champon.
And there are a lot of them also in. One is in charge of Tema Apostolic Church. Reverend Andrews Norte. And quite a lot. And I know Penny at Eagles Group of Company. Yes, in Takrade, Mr. Asante. Is a senior. Yes, but I know them a lot. Yes. So we still have the link.
And are you active in your year group?
Yes.
Are you of good standing?
The standing have to be looked at
again.
Yes.
Okay. So what are some of the founding memories you have in your days in school? Apart from the few things we have talked about, I mean, dining hall food, favorite lectures, and I mean all that.
The food that I didn't like was gaso.
You didn't like the gaso,
that one I always stay away from.
Okay. I mean, they are other people's favorite as well.
Yes, yes. But whenever it's jollof time, that one I go with the paintball.
Okay.
And then we try to load it.
So were you a striker? In the dining hall?
Yes. And
because if you go to dining hall with a boot and you're a striker.
Yes. And that time we go and then we make sure the pan, we fetch like half and leave the rest for the SS boys to share.
To share?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Serious striker. Wow. Do you have a favorite teacher? Or was it Mr. Nanka? Because obviously Nanka about the NSA.
Yes, he was one of them, and then there was this economics master. Is it not now? I'll get a name.
You get a name.
Yes, but what I like about him is the kind of examples that he sets whenever he's teaching.
Okay.
He's talking about the economics is more of choices.
Okay.
So he can decide to buy an aeroplane and load it with stone and fly.
Oh, okay.
That is his choice.
That's his choice. He buy the aeroplane, load it with stones, and fly with
it.
Hey, leaving human beings behind.
Leaving human beings behind. That is what he also likes. Yes. So it was interesting. I mean, like you are always told first time you are here that it's more easier to pass than to fail in PRESEC.
Okay.
And that you'll be told that your predecessors have made the mark. All you have to do is to maintain.
Okay.
You cannot go back, but at least maintain. And I think one thing we saw it during our time. We nearly had one. It was a demonstration. You know, because the science block there, where the 6 of us were mostly, was not fully completed. The lighting in the evening was not adequate, so we mostly have to wait for the lower classes to finish from the main block before we use it. So you study late into the night, and then in the mornings getting up to go to assembly and those ones was a bit difficult. And some of the teachers too will not agree to it. They will come and lash you whilst you are still sleeping, and it has to. So we had a meeting for the 6 of us, and we decided to meet the headmaster at that time.
Okay.
And we did.
So you had a demonstration.
No, we.
Oh, it was intended.
We intended. We wanted to get a grounds to do it, but we decided to. Most of the times, a lot of the 6 of us they don't go for dinings those times, but a few go.
Okay.
But that time we all decided that without notice to anybody, we all will go on that day.
Okay.
So that there will be shortage of food, and that will be the basis. But unfortunately, that day too, I don't know whether they got the wing.
So the food was plenty.
So
chow.
So nothing could happen.
Nothing happened.
Yes.
But I believe that the school authorities came, responded to your concerns.
Yes. In fact, before we went to the dining, then they have actually calmed us down. I mean, it was a situation that they understand because we have to wait for prep time before we can go.
Okay.
So sometimes it affects the time that we wake up.
I see. That's very interesting. So this morning, we are talking about tourism here on The Breeze. It's a Friday. On Fridays, we look at our tourism, culture, art, and entertainment. So this morning, we're doing that with ỌDADEƐ George and Nkrumah Answe, making the tourism industry attractive in Ghana. So, Mr. Answe, let me find out from you. With the mantra that you came up together with some other agencies, Wear Ghana, Eat Ghana, See Ghana, Travel Ghana. How has the impact been felt? Looking at what the drive you placed into it to make sure that people really go along with that mantra. What sort of feedback did you receive? Has it gone down well with Ghanaians?
Yes, it's been very, very helpful. You see, people knows the essence, but probably you need to just sometimes draw their attention to it. And we in drawing attention as well. One of the things that we have been able to achieve and is going on it has gone on very well is the Valentine's Day that we term it as Chocolate Day.
Chocolate Day, okay.
So obviously you know that during this time, if you don't buy a chocolate early, you hardly will get the chocolate.
Yes. It will get short.
Yes, it will get short. And we have done that one successfully. Now we do it in partnership with Cocoa Board and then CPC and other chocolate manufacturing companies. The Eat Ghana concept has become, it's no longer like the don't have that eat from the shop bars or eat local dishes. And we gradually, the hotels and the big restaurants have also added most of our food into their menu.
Okay, like our local dishes.
Our local dishes.
Is it that you instill on them to do that, or
no? We more encourage.
You encourage them.
That this is the trend. Okay. And then sometimes it's easier you can easily do this food, and then the cost is not going to be that much than because if you are trying to copy somebody, you cannot be like the original one.
No.
So
you need to stick to your
own. You become a specialist, and then you're able to do it, and it's going on very well. Okay. And then the element of No Ghana or Travel Ghana helped us a lot during the COVID period, because then we have locked down the country. Yes. And then where we say anybody going, you can't go anywhere. And then the industry too needs to be active, because if not so, we're laying off a lot of people. Yeah. Maybe it affected us very negatively. But there's a domestic element that was supporting, like life support, and holding us, and that we had a target to be the number one tourism destination in West Africa in 2024. But as at last year, and then we have achieved that target according to World Tourism and Travel Council.
So that has been achieved.
That has been achieved, yes.
Okay.
And now we have new targets that we need to bring in more foreign revenues in terms of this one. We need to. We are looking at possible position where we can become number one foreign exchanger. Okay. For the country. Okay. Yes, and then you see, it's the interesting thing about tourism is what you have. Or you already have them that you are packaging somebody to come and buy. Okay. And it's a service that is here. You cannot take it and go enjoy it in your country. No. Okay. You come to enjoy what we have, and then you go. And so people will come in. I mean, there were some statistics that shows that our service export, 75% is tourism. And then it's been quite good. And then the people, like things that we sell. We talk about our culture. That is the way we live. We're talking about our festivals and those ones. It's our own thing that people come to pay for it and watch. So we don't lose much when we do it. It's a bit of small commercialization, but also making sure you maintain the authentic element so that it doesn't become over commercialized. So in Ghana, we have not been encouraging mass tourism. We started with what we call niche marketing.
Niche marketing, okay.
So it was more of the culture that we sell. And then if you look at expenditure per person, when it comes to those areas, they spend more money than people who come backpackers in their numbers, and then they spend almost nothing. So we have been working towards that one. And then where Ghana, for my office, we wear Ghana.
Is it like throughout the week or on Fridays?
Throughout the week.
Throughout the week.
Throughout the week.
Okay.
Yeah, all our offices.
Okay.
Nobody wears.
Like tourism authority offices.
Tourism authority offices throughout the week we wear. And then we also have been encouraging. We have been encouraging a lot of agencies to. I mean, you can do it twice a week, or if you sew it nice, and it's nice. You see, apart from the financial benefits that you've left in the economy, because a tailor, a seamstress have gotten money. Our local textile companies who make it the fabrics have also gotten money. And then you wearing your own thing. And the thing is that if you are going to buy, say, a shirt that is imported from Europe, it's mass production that you're going to buy.
Okay.
But if you are sewing your bubu or you are sewing your own dress, it's tailor made. And in fact, tailor made. That means that you have to
quality original.
Original.
This is original. Like the fugu you are wearing is original.
It's original.
There's no fake thing about it.
There's no duplicate. The
yeah.
color can be similar, but this one here, mommy.
Yes.
Original.
Yeah, I get it.
You get it. You get what you want, and then those ones, and it helps the local economy to become self-sustaining.
Looking at Greater Accra region, do you have notable tourism sites like compared to other regions of the country?
Greater Accra, then compared to others, there are differences. And so what we have been doing is we look at every region and its strength, and we try to promote that one so that we can have diversified products across the country. Something like the Eastern region, the Kwahu, we know that they had the Easter. So what we did was to add more value and activities to that one and help to promote it, and it has become a household name. That during those periods, Master, you have to book your rooms.
You're talking about the Kwahu Easter.
Yeah, the Easter. We've projected it. Western region, we've projected it as a Christmas city, the masquerade and those ones and those ones. And you talk about Cape Coast, you talk about the canopy walkway, the historical element and those ones. And Greater Accra is more of business tourism. Yes. Okay. We have serious conferencing. We have people who are here for various sorts of businesses. So the occupancy rate is very good, and the number of it has more hotels. Almost more than half than all the rest of the country put together. But still, we do have. If you go to, say, Tema area, we have the Shire Hills, we have Dada, and it's nice to do that.
Yeah, and the sea.
The sea, that's right.
Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
Yes. I was there recently. It's a very good experience.
Okay.
And we have Crocodile Island, the small one there. That's also access to it, and it's not too far. Within about an hour and a half, you are there, and you can spend the day there. Spend at least a night or two. I mean, sometimes you need to also distress ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, that's all we don't do much.
The stress is too much. And because we think it's so huge and so big. But I think that if you plan it very well, I mean, you can get a very decent accommodation, and then you can be able to have your meals, everything packaged for you. And it's going on. And the Kwame Nkrumah, and we have the museums, like, come to Accra here, we have the Kwame Nkrumah Museum, and then Mausoleum, and then we have the National Museum also has been rehabilitated and it's back. It's interesting. One of these years, if you have time, just pass by and then you like the place. It's been put back to where it used to be, and then the sea also has been a very good attraction as well. You virtually everywhere. I mean. Right from Kokobite to, like say, come to Kolegono, to Labadi, to Sakumono, to straight to Adan.
But talking about our beaches, there are issues where people complain about how we are maintaining the beaches and keeping it neat, like the rubbish and all that are engulfing the beaches, and it looks like a problem. Do you have any drive in terms of keeping the beaches clean?
You see, the beaches and then the fields, it's not exactly at the beach that most of the times even the fields are created.
Okay.
You see, if you go to Labadi Beach, there's this lagoon that comes from the top there. It passes by the side of Labadi Beach Resorts. And that is where the depth, it comes from right from the top there, and it comes to the sea.
Okay.
Now, the sea, whatever you put in there, it will bring it back.
Okay.
So continually, like the Labadi Beach, like there is a whole, let's say, a company formed, which their job is to maintain the place and to do that. Kokrobite, yes, it's done from time to time. You see, I think now we are trying to get proper hold. At first, who then controls the beach? It was not really under any agency per se.
Agency, okay.
So then either the assembly would think that there is
the local assembly.
There is revenue they can generate from that side, but this is where the beach is open. So if it's open, you cannot charge the people who are coming there. And two, if they make any waste, how do you even get them to pick it up? So it's a challenge. We are seriously working on it. We have not gotten that far, but it's something that we think that more work needs to be done.
So has the beaches been placed under any authority now? Or still under the local assembly?
Yes, still are mostly under the local assembly, but we have been reaching out to them to be able to form that kind of joint venture to be able to do that.
Okay.
That is what we are doing, because we also have realized that there are some sectors in tourism that a private sector will not put the money there to do it. Let's say if you have attraction, let's say Presec campus here is an attraction site. You don't expect a private sector to come and put a receptive facility, washroom facility, and those things, and security, and do that. So the state have to do it. And what we do is that we have local arrangements per the new act, that new airlines that we have. With every tourism site, we have Ghana Tourism Authority as one of the board members, and then the local assembly, and then the district, the traditional authority.
Okay.
So we form these three and add as and when we think one person or another person can be of help. Then we form a company, have a sharing ratio of whatever revenue that is going to be, and then form management, appoint people to make sure they take care of the day-to-day activities there.
Okay.
I can talk about in Zolenzo in the Western region. We have some arrangement of that sort.
Okay.
So we there are people whose work are to make sure they clean.
And are they cooperating?
Yes, it's a company. It's there. And
it's a private company.
We form it like a quasi government body.
Okay.
With Ghana Tourism Authority on it.
Okay.
The traditional council, their assembly, and then the assembly member is also on it. And then the towns, the two towns, Benin and then Zolenzo, people have reps on it. And we have sharing ratio, which the village itself gets the majority. And so they also see it as source of income. And we have been working together to make sure we can keep the place clean.
Okay.
Because you see, it gets a point in time, the canal, when the weather is dry a little bit, it becomes silted. And it needs to be desilted and then expand. So bit and bit, I think that everything is going on. Well, it's taking shape because now the airlines are clear. But there are two more airlines that we are working on to be able to extend to the other areas like the beaches that we are talking about.
Okay. Okay. That's really great. That's really, really, really. Excuse me. So, we are in Ghana month. Are there any special activities probably laid down to observe this Ghana month throughout the month of March?
Yes, the activities are more like you talk about the Eat Ghana, Wear Ghana, Store Ghana, and then See Ghana, those elements.
Okay.
These are the core areas. There are food bazaars that are going to be, it's been planned to be organized. And in fact, today's week, I'm supposed to chair that is Tema.
Okay.
They are having Ghana Day, where all the 16 regions will be represented.
Okay.
And then they'll have their activities, their program, and we are getting closer to also educating and forming tourist clubs.
Okay.
Especially in the high schools and then primary schools. And because we think that if you inculcate this idea about tourism and then the benefits that goes with it to our future generations early enough, they will appreciate.
They will appreciate it.
Because if somebody from, say, in America, if he's going on a trip and he's coming for a trip for 2 weeks, he starts to contribute for about 2 years. He saved for about 2 years.
2 years to just make up that trip.
Make that trip.
Yeah.
So we need to have that consciousness, and I think that if we do a bit of small susu, you can. If every month you can put 100 cedis down.
Okay.
By the end of the month, at the end of the year, you have about 1,200. And you can have a very decent 2 days or something trip.
Okay.
Then a little bit here, you can with your family.
Nice.
If
nice.
yourself too, you can go.
Okay.
And then, why do you want to go and have your honeymoon in Dubai?
In Dubai, why you can
why you can have it super areas that you can have it
here in Ghana. We'll come to look at those areas where maybe you can choose to have some nice honeymoon sessions and all that. Let's go for a music break and we'll come back to talk more.
land of freedom, toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors, toils of the brave which have brought results. Kwame, the star of Ghana, Nkrumah, star of Ghana, everybody toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors, toils of the brave which have brought results. Ghana, we now have freedom. Ghana, land of freedom, everybody toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors, toils of the brave which have brought results.
Provost will thank Nananum and elders, late Gisli Hayford, Mensan Saba, Pa Grant, Sergeant Ajete, and all who fought for freedom. Everybody! Toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors, toils of the brave which have brought results.
You are live on the breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
All right, so thank you so much for staying tuned to ỌDADEƐ Radio. So these are some of the songs that, as we celebrate in Ghana Month, we also celebrating our rich cultural songs that we used to, our forefathers used to enjoy back in the days. Are some of the songs we'll reflect on as we celebrating Ghana in this month. So we're still having a very, very, very nice conversation talking about our tourism here in Ghana, most especially in the Greater Accra region. ỌDADEɛ George Nkrumah is helping us and enlighten us more now that we need to know. So, coming back to you, sir. To talk about the economic impact tourism is making in the country, I cited an estimated figure, which is somewhere around $2.7 billion. Is it more or less now?
Most of the gains were eroded by the COVID.
Okay.
But we look at the rate of recovery.
Okay.
It's been.
There's a stream down there that this water leads to.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem about that.
Yes, but the figures have picked up really, and
Okay.
we anticipating that this year we could do about 3 billion and plus.
Okay.
You see, where we got to, like, we went through as much as came as down was almost about 800 million because of the COVID, and then because all international conferences was cut down, and but now with even there's the African Continental Trade Head Office here, we do almost about $30 million a conference. We get about 15 of them. Every year. Sometimes it goes down, it comes up a little bit. So all these ones will come, the packaging, those ones. So it looks brighter, and it looks the way forward. It's more sustainable, because if you look at things like, say, you have oil, it's exhaustible. If you look things like gold, it's exhaustible. Timber is exhaustible. But tourism is not exhaustible because it's way of life. Cities like Dubai is built around tourism and services. And that reason has been, although they have the oil around at Abu Dhabi and those ones, but they focused. The same thing with Barcelona. Barcelona was also built around tourism. And so I think that we can use tourism as the vehicle to spearhead our economic development and diversify our sources of economic income and then revenues, and don't depend on some of these ones that we send them out raw, in raw form, and then the effect that we have. You see, in World Trade System, you everybody have comparative advantages. You look at where your strengths are, and you position yourself that way, and then the ones that you don't have, then you can also get it from somebody. So if we have all these natural resources, mention any type of tourism activity, that you can engage on across the world, and we have some amount of it here in Ghana. You talk about the Southern African, Eastern Africans, they are talking about the safaris, and we do. And if you go to Mali, it's more of safari. It's low level. If a lion is walking, you can easily see it without necessarily. You talk about forest related ones. We have the canopy walkways and those ones. We have the sea. We have the heritage, the culture festivals. These are things that we have them. So we just make sure it becomes attractive. We promote it to them for them to come and see. Because we take some things for granted. But there are some children in Europe or say America who has not seen a live chicken before.
But he eats it all the time.
He eats it all the time.
All right. So my final one to you before you take leave of us. How are we making all these sites very attractive to Ghanaians and the diaspora? My final one to you.
Yes. Well, what we do is that most of the times it's some basic infrastructure that needs to be provided. One of the key one, which is a major challenge, is road access. Because the attraction sites are located in remote areas, sometimes accessibility is difficult. Yes, driving to the place. You go to Ankasa Forest. In fact, you can go to the bamboo cathedral that is inside there. But the road is a rainforest. But the road is so bad, you cannot travel that far. So the infrastructure, the water system, electricity, basic things like washroom facilities and a place to sit and to buy something to eat, those values are added and the place begins to pick up immediately. So you see that with regards to the slave trade and then its related matters and those ones, we are doing very well there because we have a whole secretariat that is under the office of the president but works directly from Ghana Tourism Authority. And it's called the Return Office. The year we came up with something we called the year of
return. The year of return, yes.
And then the next step was beyond the return. Beyond the return, it was actually a 10-year project. As we started, that was when the COVID came in, and then it got disrupted a little bit. But we have resuscitated it, and then we have a lot of arrangement now. Even now, if you go to Brooklyn, we have a street after Ghana, and we what we want actually is that the Ghanaians, the Africans there, should be able to identify themselves here, not just identification. You would be given citizenship, and then you'll be made to be able to build and stay here. We tap into their resources. And then because the Israelis did the same thing for their motherland, the Italians did the same thing for their motherland. So if we have to do it, it has to come from those who are